Hello there, and welcome to day one of a brand new journey. Now, this might sound like a weird story, but it's one I need to tell. So when I first tried to make music, the first attempt I ever gave it, I was in middle school. And for Christmas, I got a really cheap microphone. When I got the microphone, I asked my mom to take me to Home Depot, and I bought a bunch of styrofoam, which is not only bad for the environment, but it didn't work at all for what I was trying to actually use it for. I was looking for a way to create my own booth, and somewhere on the internet I read that foam worked. And so instead of thinking like insulation or soundproofing foam, I thought styrofoam would work. Got a bunch of sheets of styrofoam, and in my closet I spent hours measuring everything out so it would be just right. I put it all over the wall, and I can't believe my mom let me do it. I remember getting in there and trying to record for the first time. When I listened back to it, it sounded fucking terrible, because all the styrofoam did was make it echo more and make it smell weird. But the reason I tell this story is because at that time, I was really trying to do whatever it took in order to chase my dream, no matter how odd or out there it seemed. So that's why starting today, I want to create an album completely alone to not only finish the mission I set out to when I was younger in the closet with a bunch of styrofoam, as funny as that sounds. I want to prove to everyone that you don't need a label, you don't need a team of producers, you don't need a team of songwriters, that you can truly create something, hopefully incredible, completely on your own. With all of that being said, I think it only makes sense to start this off by creating the first song off the album. And to get up, because this is a very uncomfortable position. Now, for me personally, whenever I'm making a song, I always like to start with chords. That's like the one thing that stays the same pretty much any song I've made. And what I'm looking for when I'm creating this chord progression, I just look for something that makes me feel something. It doesn't have to be super complex. It could be as simple as just playing two chords together. Or maybe it'll be 3 chords or 4 chords. I don't really know. But yesterday, I was just practicing my guitar, and I was just randomly going through chords, and I made this right here. Now this right here, though, is the actual moment of truth, because we're going to see how it sounds with effects. Because it already sounded good before, but if it doesn't sound good when I put it through my amp emulation, I'll just have to look for a different chord progression. Yeah, that's it for sure. Now something you might want to know, because I'd want to know this. How do I get this cool-ass guitar sound? Archetype Core 1. But yeah, this is a pretty cool plugin. I think it's more convenient than having like an actual guitar amp. And now, that bass right there, I used it in a video a little bit ago. It's my first time using it. In all honesty, since then, I have maybe put in about like an hour of practice. I've just been spending all my time on guitar. Because I've only been playing guitar for like almost a year now. I really got into it in like the last couple of months, so still got a lot to learn on the guitar, but I do want to learn on the bass as well. We're just gonna dive straight in here. We're gonna use it in a song. I really love that distorted sound though. It sounds so cool. And I just got that by really just distortion. So decapitator or saturation. It's a little tape machine right here. And then I put a compressor on it. Ooh. Alright, definitely not the notes I need to do. Alright. Got it, let's record this. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. All right, restart. It's all good. That second half right there that you just listened to, I think I could use that in like the chorus or something like that. And that's one thing I will say about actually playing instruments, even if you're playing just your MIDI or even if you're literal keyboard. Like you can use this. I know a lot of people that use their keyboard. You're gonna come up with like rhythms you wouldn't always come up with when you're using MIDI. Four. But now, here's how it sounds. It just sounds so much more, I don't know, dreamlike. I think the reason why I make like dreamier music, I realize, is because honestly I feel like I'm living between like reality and being in a dream. Pretty much my entire life, I've always just daydreamed of like my dreams and like where I want to be and that sort of thing, which, you know, I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but I don't know, I think it just has influenced my music. Definitely need to record now, because whenever I start hearing stuff or start mumbling stuff, then I usually just plug in and just loop it, just like for a long time. So let's just do that. Will I add drums? No, let's just go for it. I'm not even gonna put my panels up. For those of you wondering what that is, that's like a little booth thingy. I can always record it later if it doesn't sound that good, but magic. It's actually a standing desk, which is very handy. Now I'm getting distracted, damn it. This is hard, it's gonna be hard to do. Yeah, it makes it easier. Because I could stand, and I always like to stand. I don't like sitting down. Same with guitar. I don't like sitting down and playing, really. I like to stand up. When I'm recording my vocals, I'm pretty much always standing.
Yes, hello? Where's a helicopter?
Thank you, Los Angeles. God damn, what the fuck is this motherfucker doing? What are you throwing away? Marble shit? I think they could hear me.
I'll be standing right at the end. Hope I'll find you when it all begins.
Right now, I'm running into the same issue that led me to barely release any music or videos last year. I'm like really overthinking everything. I'm overthinking. I almost stopped for like a couple hours. I was like, man, you know, this is a dumb idea. I shouldn't make these videos. I shouldn't make an album. Like, who's gonna care? I'm gonna spend all this time and then, you know, what's it going to matter? And then that's making it so. God. Woo. And then that's making it so I can't finish the song. Like, I was doing really well, and then now I'm just stuck. And I'm like, do I even show this, or should I just make this just like, you know, it was easy. Everything happened. It was just, I was just in the flow state, whatever. But that is not what's happening right now, because all this other stuff is coming into my mind versus just thinking of making the music that I love and sharing it with people.
And so I think I'm going to just try and do that and not stress myself out trying to make this into some big crazy thing or whatever. Because at the end of the day, that's all I want to do. I just want to make music that I love and I want to share it with people. And really, that's it. That's what I'm going to do. There's this moment in the song that I really want to kind of show is almost like the time where I start to realize things and everything starts to kind of make sense and I become aware of what's going on. As the first verse is kind of just like almost introducing to me to some new feelings that I've been feeling. Literally just music and my relationship with this dream, like the roller coaster of emotions it's kind of been. So here's how it sounds right now. I've been trying just to add a bunch of like chords and stuff like that. It enhances it a little bit, but it's still not really what I'm looking for. So I want to try to make almost like a textured sound or something that's got a lot more going on because maybe that'll kind of do it. Maybe something like this. No, that wouldn't work. I did use this in a different video I made and I really liked how it sounded. Also, when I was making this sound, I did not know what Astroglide was. I thought it was just a cool space name. Alright, I think we've got it. Alright, so right now I'm actually really back where it all began. This is where me and my brother filmed my first music video. He's not here right now, so I'm just gonna do it myself. But yeah, I thought this would be a good place to get started for this album and the visuals. I don't know, it just felt right, so I guess this is how it turned out.
Wasted all this love on you. Take me away. Fuck what you're saying. Let's burn it all. The time we've been wasting.